Every time you open a website, there's an invisible journey happening behind that single click. Let's uncover it step by step. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Regina Anandi, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today, we are breaking down something we all use every day, but rarely think about how the internet actually works. From the browser to the server and all the way back again, I will show you the entire journey a web page takes before it appears on your screen. The internet is basically a massive collection of interconnected networks. Billions of devices across the world communicate through this chain system, making it the largest communication network humans have ever created. Now, your browser sits at the front of this entire experience. Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. They are not just a simple app. They can handle requests, interpret code, build pages, and give you an interface you can actually use. The moment you enter a URL, which is nothing but Uniform Resource Locator, the browser begins a complex process that we are about to unpack. When you are type something like www.example.com or some other website address, your browser doesn't know where that website lives. It needs an IP address, the website's actual location. So the browser contacts a DNS server. DNS is nothing but domain network system, works like an internet phone book. It converts human-friendly names into a numerical IP addresses. Once DNS replies with something like 93.184.216.34, the browser knows now exactly where the request should be sent. To communicate with the server, your device needs a reliable connection. That's where TCP and IP come in. Transfer Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. This is what the definition it has. So TCP breaks your data into tiny packets, numbers them, and ensures they arrive safely. IP decides the routes these packets take through routers and switches across the web. Together, TCP/IP form the rules that make global communications possible. Next, the browser sends the request to, which is nothing but HTTP request to the server. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the abbreviations for HTTP. This request includes the resource you want, maybe the home page or a specific file, along with details like your browser type and cookies. HTTP is the language browser and servers use to talk to each other. Now the next step is when the server receives your request, it validates it, prepares the correct files, and sends a structured HTTP response. If everything is fine, you will see a status code like 200 OK. The response contains HTML for structure, CSS for styling, JavaScript for interactivity, images, and other assets. Everything your browser needs to build the page. So these are the important and necessary things to build a web pages in your browser. This is where your browser shines. It builds the DOM, applies CSS, runs JavaScript, fetches additional resources, and gradually turns all those files into an interactive web pages. All of this happens in just a millisecond. Now, why it matters? Understanding this process helps you see how much coordination happens behind every click. It also shows why security matters, especially encryption and HTTPs. And from a developer's point of view, knowing this flow is essential for debugging and improving performances. Every time you load a web page, this is the chain of events. The first thing, you type a URL. The second one, DNS finds the server's address. And the third, a TCP/IP connection is created. And the fourth, Your browser sends an HTTP request. And the fifth, the server sends a response. And the last thing, the browser renders the page. So this entire cycle happens billions of times every single day. So the next time when you open a website, remember that's a remarkable set of systems working together behind the screens. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.